Yeah, today I'm explaining about layers. Okay, so uh, like in Photoshop, Illustrator also having layers. Okay, so in layers, how to arrange, how to create, how to merge. Okay, so I'll explain today. Suppose for that, I'll take suppose any drawing or something like yes. Okay, this is my drawing here. Okay, suppose I'm giving one shape here, so I'll fill color. This is my shape, and here I use text tool to type text. Okay, the font size must be something bit bigger. Okay, and this is, and with the pen tool, I'll create something. Fill color. Okay, this is see here 1 2 3 4 objects we have. Okay, and suppose your layer panel is here, so these are all the panels. So in that there is a book shape, just click on that. Okay, and here it is showing suppose the visibility of the layers here, just you can check it out. And in that there is a bit small arrow mark, click on that and see here all your layer portions. Suppose these are the small layers, this is called what? Sub layers. So this is the main layer. Okay, within that, suppose see, if I visibility, switch off this visibility, other layers also switching off. So that means what? This is the main layer. Under main layer there are separate layers. So okay, so these are called sub layers. So from here you can create any sub layer, new sub layer. Okay, and here it is a new layer. Okay, the simple new layer, and here the make release clipping mask. So already I explained how to create clipping mask and release clipping mask. And here locate object, and suppose in the areas you are not finding any object here, so by clicking on that you can locate your object. Okay, and here it is a collect for export. Okay, so you can collect your material for the export purpose. Okay, right. So the options, so there are options are there, layer options. So suppose here just you can click on that. Okay, here showing the new layer, new sub layer, and duplicate also layer, options for layer 1. Okay, and make clipping mask and enter isolation mode. Okay, I already explained this. Locate object, already it is there, and flatten artwork. So these all you can flatten, flatten them. Okay, collect in new layer. Okay, release to layers sequence wise, release to layers builder. So by clicking on that you are releasing them. Okay, so completely the layers are showing. Okay, opening each and every the layer. Okay, then the template. Okay, so that particular thing, just of this. and suppose untick this, hide all layers. Okay, so show all layers again. This is outline all layers. You can make only outline. Okay, so preview all layers, and here lock all layers. You can lock, so you cannot move them. Okay, and here paste remember layers. Okay, and here panel options. In panel options, okay, show layers only, the small size or big size you want. Suppose here it is in medium size, make it suppose the larger things, the big thumbnails of that. Okay, for time being you can use that medium only. In thumbnails show layers, groups and objects in this category. Okay, so right, so these are the simple layers. Okay, so whenever you want to trace, okay, so you have to name properly. And suppose this is you can double click here. Okay, you give the name here. Suppose this side, a bit side, right side, you can make double click over, so you'll get the layer option. So in that there is a light blue, the layer color is light blue, just change it. Okay, it is into red. If you say okay, it will change you. And suppose the template show print, and suppose this is a dim image 2. So dim image 2 means, suppose I am deleting these layers. Suppose you are planning to trace this. Suppose select all these things. You can delete them. Delete this. Delete this. Okay, here I'll open simple small image. Suppose this is your image. Okay, you are planning for a tracing. So because tracing is very important in Illustrator, because want to vectorize them. Sometimes client asks you to vectorize this one, so you'll supply, you'll send one picture, one logo or one vector shape, when one raster shape. Okay, and he'll ask you to into vector shape, because that vector shape, vector drawing, you want to use in a on a big hoarding. If it is a raster image, when they enlarge on that big size hoarding, it may pixelate. So that is the reason on big size quality production and the quality shapes, quality drawings, always they'll expect a vector. Okay, so how to modify into vector? This is your, suppose your logo, your drawing, your sketch, whatever you are preparing this sketch for an animation, or otherwise for the hoarding purpose. Okay, or otherwise for banner, the big size they want to enlarge. Okay, so that case we have to trace this. Okay, so first how to trace this. Okay, first I'll explain how to prepare for the tracing. Suppose this is your drawing. Okay, this linked object and click on the layers. Okay, now suppose this is your drawing and give name here. So make it double click here, name it sketch. Okay, now what you do, because of the dark black lines, when you give outline on that, the visibility is very less. So that is the reason what you do. First you can dim the image. So dim the image means reduce the opacity of this. So for that, what I will do, double click here, not here, just beside here, double click here, then will get the layer options. From the layer options, there is a dim image 2. Okay, dim image 2, the default that is showing 50% dim. Okay, if you want, you can give the number 75 or 80 or whatever the number. For timing, I am using 50% only. Just if I click on that, observe the drawing here. Yes, the dim means opacity down up to 50%. Okay, so this is your the drawing. And then what you do, here, simply lock this here. Lock button is there, then it cannot move. Okay, after that, what you do, create another layer. Suppose here from the layer panel, create another layer. Okay, suppose we trace part by part. Okay, suppose head portions, hand portions, leg portions, because it is very easy to edit if you combine them in one layer, all parts, so eyes, nose, cap, head, hands and legs and t-shirt, everything. If you combine them in one layer, if there is any correction, you have to search, because this will arrange in a lot of sub-layers. This will create each and every part, every thing. If you draw whatever the things, all the parts, it can include into sub-layers. So the whole drawing, if you trace it and keep in one layer, you will get a number of unlimited number of sub-layers will create. So that is the reason it's very easy to edit. You can keep them in a portions wise. Suppose if I trace this head, the whole head portions in a one layer. So in that, the head, all the head sub layers are available, and for the shirt and pant also follow. Okay, so this how to trace this and how to fill the colors and all. Okay, I'll explain in Monday in the next class. Okay, so this is the arrangement for the tracing. Okay, and about the layers. So today is very simple assignment. Okay, so Monday I'll explain how to trace. Okay, you can check it and just practice them. Thank you.